Alright, boys, let's get on the biz.
Damn. John Moran out 3 to 5 weeks.
That's better than I thought. My bad. Oh, what happened to John?
Sucking my money in problems. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. Money and problems. I don't wanna hear all that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. We could do better. Evident. No. I mean, look at the evidence. All of these arguments lacking intelligence. In the room like an elephant.
I can't do anything.
On top of the league. Still no one's honest with me. They told me I want you. I told you what it would be. The truth hurts. Savage as it could be. Give me a break. Get out my face. All of us eating and again. Gotta feed and provide for real. At the end.
I feel like our other one's a lot more fair. It's definitely more fair now.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sport. And now the New York Knicks starters. We got Ben Simmons. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Fox. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. And for Philadelphia, Evan Booker out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so off the tip, it's New York. Here's Fox, and the rejection by Ibaka. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
To Ibaka, three-pointer. That one, no good. And New York will come the other way. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on them.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Fox against Murray. Now here's Simmons. Tight defense on him. Here's Fox. His three-pointers off the mark.
But not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Crowder, the pass to Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
That's good from Simmons. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Now here's Murray. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Detroit. A nice shot by Booker.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Here's Fox. Feeds it to Green. Healed outside. Out to the right wing. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Nice move. He stepped back and catched it up.
It's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And stolen by Simmons. They're running, all going up court. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Murray kicks to Crowder. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Good chance here for Hield. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 5 points in the game.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Here's Bull. Out of bounds, and the 76ers.
Dude, the one dude that might
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Curry against Harris. From past the arc. A shot by Curry, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Smith. It's tipped. Hope they get it back. Grant finds Harris. Hunter with it, right wing. Here's Bull. And Cantor pulls it down. Here's Curry. To the inside. Here's Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside for Rondo. On 3. They get it back. Outside, Horford.
That's the right fucking person.
Harris, right side. Outside Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry with it. Now defended by Grant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Enes Kanter, number 1. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith, and it's to that. Harris looking it over. He kicks to Horford.
Somebody's gonna be
Harris against Curry. And the drought. Horford trying to free himself up. And the layup is up and in. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Philadelphia.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now, here's Grant. Fires for 3. Hunter, no good. Harris outside. Up top, Canner. Outside, Rondo. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection. to block shots.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the three off target.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Out to Harris. Now the pass to Curry. To the middle. Here's Horford. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the 76ers lead by 3. And here's Smith. Here's Hunter. Tips it, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers ahead, up by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Play my player, but like in the beginning of the seasons, your guy just misses. They're just trash in the beginning of the season.
We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
Mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Horford is out there with Harris. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And there it is for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Fox, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that was a little bit of a range check.
No,
you know, guys, I think
he was wide open.
From anywhere, he could have gotten a better one than that.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Simmons. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Simmons got 5 points so far.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
And Philadelphia calls time here. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in, you're right. Healed with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backcourt and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Count it. Green's got it all tied up now for New York.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Murray. Outside Crowder. On the wing, Booker. And he finishes nicely on the way. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Here's Simmons. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Ball, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks on offense. They're on a 15-5 run. Three-pointer, Hield knocks down the three ball. Hield's got the lead up to 4 now for New York. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And it's Murray penetrating. Ibaka, the pass to Caldwell Pope. For 3, Murray. Here's Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Extremely well put together in terms of body coordination. Ibaka pump fakes under control, then draws the foul.
Ibaka hits both of them. Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Fox working it over. And stolen by Booker. To the paint. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Booker's got 14 points.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Pass to Valanciunas. Pass to Hield. Back to Valanciunas. Pocket 6. A 3-ball. Hield can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Pass to the right guy once.
Murray against Fox. Yes, that goes in.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
Pass to Valanciunas. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Murray, good.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group in for the Knicks. Grant, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hunter comes in for Ben Simmons. There's a check in for Buddy Hield. And it's Dennis Smith in for De'Aaron Fox. And Will Pope with a wide open look. Misses off the left iron. Knicks trail by 4. Hunter kicks the ball to end the run. Carries it from 3-point range. Bulls got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Crowder from outside. No good. So New York will take it the other way. This one for 3. Bull can't hit. 76ers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Booker dishes to Crowder. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Nailed from 3-point land. Bulls got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
On the wing, Booker over Harris. No good on the last second attempt there.
And you watch Ball on the defensive end, boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, we got to...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk first half. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, and fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce, he's always in attack. Kenny, what stands out in his game?
I like his growth as a passer. We asked, say, hey, is he a 2? Is he a 1? But he's shown he could do both of them.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye.
Why is it always not the info one?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Draymond Green is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Fox. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard position. The 76ers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. The 76ers lead.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Philadelphia shooting at 51%. Really solid. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Out to Harris. Cantor, the pass to Rondo. 5 to shoot. The tray.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
Down low, here's Horford over Grant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. Curry deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Rondo. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Hunter's checked in for Green. Fox is double.
Oh my God, I just fucking smacked his
And
hand.
he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Fox with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Simmons is running. And Simmons slams it in.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the 76ers call time here and getting to the free throw line more and more. G8 off the top to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock them down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for New York, Jeremy Grant is checked in for Fox, and Harris subbed in for Heel. And so here is Philadelphia. Murray outside. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Simmons. Back to Harris. In the corner, Simmons with it. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. No good from Booker. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Grant outside. Booker against Simmons. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Caldwell Pope pass to Murray. Harris on the double team. Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Simmons dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Hunter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hunter's got his second basket of the night.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada. It's like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And the Knicks making a change here. Smith has checked in. That puts them in the lead. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
And to get open is Ibaka.
Dude, Jamal, you fucking suck, dude.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged or never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy. Yeah, he had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Dude,
what the fuck?
Jumper.
And they're getting
like
their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. The 76ers trail. The pass to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Ibaka.
Why are you
He feeds it to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Booker with no one around.
Yeah.
Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Valanciunas inside. Ibaka on him. Valanciunas, good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And that one, good. The Buckets got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Hunter. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, it works. That's all it does.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The 76ers trail by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, that's good. It's 5 for 9.
Boy, the range of Curry, limitless, like his brother Steph and even his dad Dale. I mean, those guys, the Currys, can light it up.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
New York's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Now here's Rondo. There's the triple. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Knicks lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter. What is still anybody's ball game. They've got Rajon Rondo. Joe Harris is out there with Horford. Then it's Ennis Kanter, and it's Curry in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Curry gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Bull. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Healed outside.
11%? Bro,
guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And Philadelphia calls time. One guy has been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
He was touching you. Like, that could have been a ticky-tack foul.
So both teams making some changes here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. And we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Inside, Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Murray kicks to Booker. Lets it go. Again, Philadelphia.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Hield finds Fox. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Oh, you cannot neglect putting a body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
Booker with it, guarded by Hunter. Now here's Booker, guarded closer. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on it. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Dude, guys, what the fuck? Like, we started off this
Hunter
game
kicks to Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now. Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
The 19-foot shot. Outside for Murray. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Booker. Guarded by Simmons. To the inside. Crowder. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Here's Fox. And he makes that one. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
In the corner, it's Hield. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Booker up top, guarded by Fox. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Shot clock at 3. Jacks up a 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Three-pointer Hield. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Hunter kicks the ball. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now the 76ers on the break. And the dunk by Booker.
Boy, you look at Contavious Caldwell Pope. He is a wonderful defender. And you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Murray against Fox. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Hunter. Rejected by Crowder. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Murray against Fox. Murray the pass to Crowder.
He was a bum.
Here's Murray. Shoots.
You fucking make one of those, dude.
To Crowder.
Dude, you fucking suck, bro. Dude, I'm about to trade them all.
6 on the shot clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Maybe.
Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Against Booker,
But like, dude, like, he misses so many fucking wide open. Does he not? You know, like, fuck. They fucked my ass.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little added meaning for the state.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Buddy Hield.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Valanciunas is checked in for Bull. Green comes in for Simmons. Harris is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Smith subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, you got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
I understand, but still.
Why are you pissed off?
You're up by 12 with 20 seconds left.
Clock and game clock.
Literally, I reach all the time.
And Booker kicks to Crowder.
Yeah, I hit that ball like once per game, dude.
Hunter, no one around him. They
that
grabbed
one,
it
I
on
was
this.
so mad because I was actually paying attention to the shot meter, and it was
Launches a 3. The shot comes out. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on...